Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. You may remember from last episode we were cultivating that field, we just finished that one, and I've now moved into the two paddy fields which also need to be cultivated. So I'm going to get on with that first of all today. We've got this one to do and the one just down the hill there. Both those fields need cultivating ready for planting. So then we'll have three fields to plant. These two will obviously be long grain rice and the other one will be sorghum, I think, probably. Probably the best thing to go with on that one, because that'll be for chicken feed. So I'm going to get on with doing this cultivating first of all today and come back to you when we've got that done. So that's all of the three fields there cultivated, all ready for planting. I've just checked the calendar and the sorghum can be planted in May, but the long grain rice has to be planted in April, so we need to get on with that quickly. Let's make sure we get that done. I'm not sure I've forgotten which planter we use for doing that. It looks like we used the seed drill because it's not on there. I've only done it once before and I've forgotten which drill I used. I think it must be the new drill, so we can get to use our new drill again. That's good. I'm guessing it's on this one anyway. If it's not, then I'm stuck, because we've done it before, it must be on this drill. So let's get this one and have a quick look. Long grain rice, there we go, that's what we need. So yeah, we need to get on with doing these two fields now with long grain rice and get them flooded, and then they'll be fine for the next few months. Obviously, they need to keep on top of the flooding, but yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll get the drill unfolded and we'll get these two fields drilled with long grain rice then. And then we'll probably rest and then do the sorghum in May, because it is getting on a bit now. It's almost 5:30 in the evening, so yeah, we'll be yeah, that's not a problem. We are in a rice field. It's just because I was starting off on the edge. There we go. So yeah, I'll get on with doing this. Actually, I've just realised I've messed up there, haven't I? I didn't need to, I didn't need to cultivate them. This is a direct seed drill. Never mind. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be done with the plant for some reason. And actually, yeah, I could have just direct drilled both of them, so I've just wasted my time there. Oh dear. Never mind, it's not wasted too much. It only took about 5 minutes, I think, to do both fields, so not the end of the world, but just a little waste of time there. Right. Okay, so I will get on with drilling these two fields with long grain rice. So that's both of the paddy fields now drilled with the long grain rice, so that's a job well done there. And I've just noticed obviously we had the tree to take down that accidentally got planted when I had my little mishap a few episodes back, if you remember that. If not, go back and have a look and you'll see why there is a tree planted in my paddy field. So yeah, we won't talk about that anymore, but we'll just bring the tree that was there back to the sawmill, and then that's a bit of extra bonus wood there for the sawmill. I think there is also some more wood to take down over at the oak trees, where the oak trees were the first ones that we planted in the first bit of land that we bought, so I think we'll get a few more of them brought back. just to keep the sawmill going, so it's getting a bit low on the wood again. So yeah, we'll get some more wood brought back after we've brought this little twig. And then once that's done, that'll keep the sawmill going overnight, so then we can rest until May, and then we'll get the sorghum planted. I think that sounds like a plan. So we'll just drop that one off. There we go. It's got 19,000 litres, so yeah, it probably would last the night, but I'd rather just get it topped up to the top, or at least a bit more in there before we rest, so it doesn't run out. So this field isn't actually, this one's drilled, but it's not going to damage the crop if we drive on it, so it's okay. This one here is not planted yet, so that's alright to drive on. It doesn't actually damage the soil, although you wouldn't do this in real life, but it just cuts the corner. But yeah, if it's not drilled, you can drive on it without causing any damage. I believe there's another tree that we felled. Yes, there is. Big oak tree down here. That one needs bringing back, and we may cut a few more down, 1 or 2 more down, just to make sure that we've got enough wood to keep the sawmill going. So I'll get on with doing that. Well, I think the sawmill is probably full, so we'll leave it there for now and go and rest, and hopefully by the morning it will be able to take that some more of the tree, probably not all of that, but some of it anyway, with a bit of luck. Obviously the rain's appeared now as well, so it's definitely time to move on. I think we've exhausted April now. Let's move on to May and get some more work done. So yeah, like I said, we're going to have this sorghum field to plant this month, and also, well, it looks like there's a lot of wood at the sawmill to move as well, a lot of planks, so we'll try and get that done as well. And there's probably some weeding to do. Oh, that's a much better day, look at that, much brighter than it was in April. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see if we can get some more work done. Just quickly have a look to see if this tree will sell, or not sell, you know what I mean, go into the sawmill. No, not quite by the looks of it. I'm pressing the trigger but it's not going, so yeah, we're going to try and move it out of the way a bit and then get this other one in position. If we can get them both in the trigger, then we can just leave it. That should be alright. We'll disconnect there, and then we'll drop this winch off, and then we can just leave it to sow when it's ready, basically, when there's room. So I'll go and drop the winch off just around the corner here, and then we'll check what the crops need. Oh, I've forgotten to flood the fields, oh dear. I knew I was going to do something, forget something. Flood, quickly. Yes, I meant to flood that when I finished drilling it and I completely forgot. You can tell I'm out of practice with these rice fields. I don't do much of them. It's just these 2 fields and I always forget. So almost a year between each planting. Anyway, hopefully that's not too late. It doesn't look like we've lost any crop yet, so we should be okay, hopefully. But yeah, not ideal. Right, let's drop that off. And we'll go and pick the planter up and we'll get our sorghum field planted. So yeah, we don't have to flood the sorghum field, so we should be alright with that. Let's get the planter over here. And yeah, now we can get that field planted. So yeah, we haven't damaged the field by driving on it, luckily. But we won't be doing any more wood from over that side, I don't think, until this field's been harvested. Luckily we have got our new plot to fell trees from, and we've also got all these new oak trees that are still growing as well, so they'll be ready in the next, well, I say months, probably years, but they'll be ready at some point to cut down, which will be a lot more local than going across these fields. So yeah, let's pick the planter up and we'll get some sorghum planted. Okay, so all done in that one. Just had a look at the map and there's a bit more work to do. We've got 2 there that need weeding, and then we've got 36 and 1 and 33 all need fertiliser. So yeah, we've got our work cut out, but we'll get on with it. Probably get the helpers to do some of it. We'll get the helpers to do the weeding, I think, in these 2, and then we will do the fertiliser. That's probably the best thing. But before we do that, let's just quickly get the chickens some more feed, because it looks like we've almost run out. We'll get that one tipped out, and then yeah, we'll go to the silo and collect some more grain. I think barley is what we've got in storage at the moment, but whatever grain, it doesn't really matter. So let's go to the silo and get some picked up. Yeah, we've got plenty of barley in storage, so we'll use that. There we go, 7,600 litres in this, so we'll get that taken back to the chickens, and that will keep them fed for a bit longer. Not sure how low they are on feed, but it certainly looks like they could probably do with some more. And then we'll get on with the field work again, keep on top of all that to make sure we get the best possible yields when we come to harvest it all. See, I'm keeping hold of this little truck for now because it is quite useful as a little yard shunter really, and chicken feeder. It's quite handy, better than using a trailer really for this small amount of grain. There we go. Right, so yeah, we'll jump onto the Deutz fire tractor, get the weeder on, or the hoe, and we'll get those 2 fields done with the hoe, or the helper will. Might as well just get the helper to do both of them, I think, probably easiest. And then in the meantime we'll get the fertiliser spreader on and we'll go and spread those, I think it's 3 fields with fertiliser. So yeah, the helper will be doing 2 weeding fields and we'll be doing 3 fertiliser. Probably take about a similar amount of time, I would say. although we will obviously have to move the helper when it's finished the first one. Probably the fertilising will still be quicker, even though we've got more fields to do, just because it's a much wider working width. So yeah, I'll head down there, get this set up, and then we'll get on with the fertiliser. So as you can see there, we've got all the fields spread with fertiliser now, and the helper is just on the last field of weeding, so we'll let it get on with that. One thing I have noticed that does need doing is probably the milk over here. Let's just go quickly show you over here at the sheep pen. The dairy is also full, they need moving, and the milk, the goat's milk here, there's a few that have spawned, so they need moving as well. So what we'll do is get the telehandler and move those pallets around, get these stacked up a bit, and get the milk taken over to the intake over here, because it's not got much. How many litres has it got? 400 litres left in it, so yeah, we do need to move those pallets. So we'll go to the telehandler. Well, actually we'll feed the cows first, just in case they need some more TMR mixing, and then we'll take the telehandler over there. So I'm guessing this is going to take all of this, and then we'll have to mix some more with the telehandler, so we'll need it for that, and then we'll take it over there. Yes, it does. Okay, so we'll get this done first, and then we'll move the pallets with the telehandler. Okay, so we've got all of those pallets moved now, the goat's cheese and the one mozzarella pallet that we've still got. They'll be sold when the price is better. I think, when is that? I'm not actually sure when that is. Where are we looking? Here we go, prices. So Buffalo mozzarella is September, so it's quite a few months yet, and the goat's cheese is January or September. So yeah, September is looking like the good month to sell that stuff, so it'll be stored here until then. Just moving it out of the way so there's more room for stuff to spawn, just in case it gets full. And I also just noticed that we've already got a full sheep enclosure of goats. This is goats, obviously. 145 animals in there, which is the maximum. It's on full capacity. Look, 145 out of 145. So they should be producing maximum milk. Oh, we've already got another one spawned. Look, obviously not a full one. There's only 65 litres in there, but yeah, that's just going to be producing as fast as it could be on this size of plot anyway. So that's good. Okay, so I think we'll probably leave it there for today. We've done quite a bit, a lot of field work again, I know, but that's the last episode of a lot of sort of drilling and planting and fertilising and all that sort of stuff. Now it should be anyway, because we've got all the fields done that we own. They're all planted and are growing, so the next big job will be harvesting. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.